What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is again the same day as the last one. Plans for today, or plans for this video, I want to get the entire exhaust system on. So that is the headers, up pipe, turbo, downpipe, mid-pipe. We already have an axle back. That's the Remark axle back. We have a COBB catted downpipe, and we have a SubieDepot mid-pipe with a resonator. It actually has a V-band too, which is pretty cool. I've never had a V-band, so that's exciting. Shouldn't be too hard to do, so I'm not really worried about that. I just want to fix up a couple of things that are left to do inside the engine bay, like just like all the coolant lines and all that. So I'm probably going to throw you guys on a time lapse and do that. But I do want to point out a couple things that I am doing. So let me just show you real quick. Real quick, look how clean the wiring is here. I got rid of the grounds that are down there. I hid, you know, all the red connections that I could. You know, you can still see some of it here and there, but there's not really much I can do about that. No connector here for the secondary air pump, which I'm pretty happy about. We might still have to run the wiring like this. It's not a problem, is what it is. But one thing I want to do real quick and explain to you guys is another modification I'm doing, and I had no idea about it until Barn Built told me about it. And basically what it is you have two coolant lines. You got a coolant line here and a coolant line here that runs up to your throttle body. Now, I don't drive the car in winter. I don't ever plan on driving the car in winter, so I don't really need it. And the whole point of it is to reduce the chance of freezing and ice buildup inside your throttle body in the winter. Now, I don't need it, so I'm going to delete it, and there is a benefit to it, and I looked into it, and I really wasn't sure what the benefit was. There's hot coolant going to your throttle body. It kind of defeats the purpose of the intercooler, because the intercooler is supposed to take hot compressed air and cool it down. Now, if it's going into a warm throttle body, you're kind of losing the benefit of it. Now, are you going to really see much of a performance gain? You know, probably not. I don't really know, but I guess it's just something you don't really need and less stuff in the car. So I'm going to go ahead and delete it. There's a couple plugs they gave me, and I'll show you that real quick. So these are the plugs. That's the number right there. The lines we're plugging is right here and right there. So I didn't attach this yet. We got brand new O-rings as well. I'm going to go ahead and plug those two hose connections. Also going to throw on that coolant crossover pipe and anything else we can throw in, and then we can get to throwing in the entire exhaust system. Before I throw you guys in a time lapse, I just want to point out I did have this connection hose break. That's the hose. That's the part number, and it's essentially that hose right there. I don't know. I really tried to not break it, but it snapped. Couldn't get it off. Yeah, it goes right here. So I'm going to throw that on before it's too difficult to get in there. Make sure it's all done. So this piece right here is pretty difficult to swap off, especially since there's a metal ring that goes around here. This is the ring right here. I have no idea how they put these on. I tried putting it on the hose and then sliding it on the tube, had no luck. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back in with a bunch of worm gear hose clamps, and I'm just gonna clamp it down that way. I'm not really too worried about them coming off. So we ended up blocking off this area right here. So we just put a cap on it, and we blocked off right here, put another cap on it, and just use the OEM clamps. I gotta put this clamp down there still, but this is all in. That's still the same. These are the two hoses. I believe this one was like this, so it'd go up to the throttle body, and then this one was like this, and again it would go up to the throttle body. So these are no longer used, and the points where it would go to the throttle body was right below and right above. So I might get another 2 more caps just to stick on there, just so nothing really gets inside. I really like the idea of just stuff getting inside of there. Now we can worry about the headers, up pipe, and turbo. I don't know if I'm gonna get to the downpipe today, just because I am running out of time. I only have like an hour left, so let's try to get all this other stuff on and maybe call it a day. So pretty much I haven't worked on the car for about 2 weeks, and I don't really remember where I left off. I think I left off somewhere with the turbo. That's kind of what I remember, and I don't have the footage to review because I took it all off and put it on my computer. I just went through and made sure the headers, up pipe, and all that has been tightened up. A-okay. Went ahead and I did the upstream O2 sensor, and that was going great. Let me show you what issue I just had. But I went to go connect my O2 sensor. When I went to go push it in, it did not want to go in. Right now it'll happily go in, but it wouldn't go in. So I looked inside, and if you notice, there's no orange seal in there. That's because it's right here. So the seal is now in my hand. When I looked inside, it just wasn't going in right, and the seal was kind of like all twisted in on itself. Like it's like this was pushing it in and wouldn't let it go in. So tried to fix it, ended up breaking it. So if anyone knows where I can get this connector with the new seal, or just a seal to put in, let me know, because I need this. For now, I can put the sensor in, and I might just throw some tape around it, like a lot of tape, just to make sure nothing leaks. But that is something I want to get fixed. So if someone knows where I can get this connector so I could just repaint it or whatever, let me know. It's not something I want to leave for a long time. So as you're hearing in the background, it's this one cleaning her seats. What we do next is we install the downpipe in the new midpipe. So let me just show you what we got real quick. This is what we went with, guys. We got the COBB catted downpipe with the GESI catalytic converter, which is this beautiful thing right here. And we also went with the SubieDepot midpipe. That's a 3-inch with the resonator. And it has V-bands, which is kind of cool. Right there, that's your V-band. I've never had V-bands before. I think it's pretty sweet. I don't know what number 3 means. No idea. But yeah, this is pretty exciting. First of all, I'd like to point out, the COBB downpipe is literally a piece of art. Like, it is perfect. The welds are on spot. The flanges are mint. Like, this thing's a work of art. And the bell mouth, Picasso. The midpipe, on the other hand, it is a cheaper midpipe, but I think it'll do what we need it for. It is a SubieDepot one. Right here, it does say SD. Right there. Nothing crazy. I was originally going to get a Remark midpipe because I have the axle back also by Remark with the muffler deletes, but I ended up finding out about this one, and it was Black Friday and it was on sale, and it was like pretty decently priced. Apparently fitment's supposed to be good, so I figured I'd give it a try. It did come with vibrant gaskets, which is nice. And then the COBB one came with this. I have no idea what that's for. Maybe it's for like your stock midpipe or catback, and just this gasket, whatever. But we have another one over there, which will probably be better than this. And this, I'm assuming that's with your existing bolts. I don't know. Bruh. And then stickers and the license plate. I'm not going to use the license plate. If someone wants to hit me up and pay for shipping, they're more than welcome to have it. I don't want it. So that's that. So let's see your damage. Show me your butt juice.
It's so rude.
Ugh. Look at that butt juice. Bruh.
Still have the passenger seat.
Yeah, the passenger side had coffee stains, so hopefully it cleans her up well. Good luck.
I can trample on all this, right?
Yeah, just stomp on it. As you can see, stock is very restrictive. You have 2 catalytic converters compared to the one. It's just not a great downpipe. This is crazy. This rusted off. The car is like 2 years old, and this rusted off. It's supposed to go on something like this. Yeah, it's supposed to go something like that. Completely rusted away. That just blows my mind. Like, a 2-year-old car and this comes off. It's only seen one winter as well. I know it's in Canada, but only one winter. Completely rusted away. I might try to weld it back on, even though there's not really much material left to weld. But another thing is the bell mouth. You can see the COBB one. It's like literally a piece of art. Very open, not restrictive. Very restrictive, the OEM one. That's a better angle. You can see your wastegate just hits that wall and then has to flow inside of here. So I don't understand the design of that. I don't know if it's a cost thing or an emission thing, but it doesn't make sense to me. Whereas the COBB one's wide open. Your OEM one also has your hole right there for your rear O2. The COBB one, it's right there. As well as you have another spot right here if you do a wideband, which we are going to do a wideband. Apparently, if you go to get it tuned and you have upgraded injectors, you need to have a wideband. I was unaware of that until recently, so we are going to be swapping this fitting from here down to there. So I'm going to do that now so I don't have to do it later. It's a lot easier. That also means our rear O2 is going to get deleted because we don't need it. So let's go ahead, start getting this all installed. Alright guys, the beautiful COBB downpipe is now installed and all tightened up. And the other problem is our OEM heat shield. I decided to just reuse it. I didn't really bother getting a COBB one. And what the problem is when we go to slide it on, it doesn't want to go. And what's happening is it's hitting the back of the downpipe right there. Because the bell mouth is so large, it comes out, you know, out to here. So I'm gonna have to cut off all of this. I could probably like cut it down here and then leave this section, but the nut here is already stripped out on the other side, so I'm just gonna lop all this off. So I'm gonna go ahead, probably cut something like out like this, and just like straight down kinda. And that should be good. I'm gonna cut this up and keep test fitting it until it fits, so be right back. Our beautifully repurposed heat shield fits on just like that. Plenty of room for the bell mouth. You can see it's cut right around. Again, not the prettiest thing, but it works. So my dad actually just swung by and gave me this, which I thought was really nice of him and pretty sweet. I don't have this one, so it's a new one for the collection. That's a close-up of it. Pretty cool. Let me give you guys an update real quick as to what's going on and what progress I made. So the heat shield's now on. Nice and sturdy. It didn't go nowhere. You can kind of see where I cut it. That's how it's cut. Oh, I might be able to fit one more screw. Yeah, I missed a screw. I gotta put a screw in there. I'll do that. There you go. The V-band I'm a little iffy about. It might need to get worked on some more. I don't know. I think it might leak. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't leak. Everything is tightened up. Hopefully it doesn't leak. Unfortunately, I cannot get you guys a sound clip. Obviously, the car's not put back together. I'm hoping soon, though, we get it back together and I can include a sound clip. If not in this video, later on I'll make another video comparing the stock to the Remark muffler delete to the full turbo back exhaust with the COBB downpipe. I'll probably make that video in the future. Yeah, I think that'd be an alright video, so we'll do that. The last thing you want to do is you want to go in and you want to clean off all your brand new exhaust parts because you don't want your grimy little fingerprints all over it. You leave them there, they're going to get burnt in, they're never going to come off. So go ahead, take a couple seconds, wipe it all down, get it all nice and clean. So I'm going to do that real quick. I'm not going to record it, just going to do it. Well, that's it, guys. It's another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Take it easy.